Hello and welcome to Ukraine Today's press review. My name is Rahim Rahantullah. In today's program, we'll look at what the international media are saying about the situation in Ukraine and Eastern Europe as a whole. We begin with The Guardian, which has an interesting angle on the conflict in East Ukraine. It's reporting on the women who are fighting with the Ukrainian government against Russian-backed insurgents. One woman says the newspaper has been injured on the battlefield, taken prisoner and beaten up by Chechen soldiers fighting with the separatists, yet she is determined to remain on the front line. Another soldier by the name of Vitaminka is also part of The Guardian's profile. Her story goes like this. When the fighting with pro-Russian rebels escalated last summer, Vitaminka's boyfriend told her to return home. But Ukrainian women are not to be intimidated that easily, she says, and instead she joined the Aidar Assault Battalion as a fighter. Another female fighter by the name of Anaconda told the paper, "This is my country and my people. It hurts to see how fighters and civilians die on both sides of the conflict. I want this war to end faster." So The Guardian there with one of the less often told stories about the conflict in East Ukraine. As the government tries to boost army numbers through conscription, there are Ukrainian women volunteering to go to the front line. But why is there a front line at all? Why are men and women having to put their lives on the line? Well, reflecting on that question is Leonid Barshitsky, writing for Bloomberg. He says that unlike Ukraine, Estonia did its post-Soviet homework. Barshitsky has spoken with Estonia's president, Toomas Hendrik Ilves. Like Ukraine, Estonia has a significant Russian-speaking minority and also borders Russia. But it has not become entangled in a war with militants backed by Moscow. Barshitsky says Ilves' sympathy for Ukraine is tempered by a belief that it didn't do enough in advance to protect itself. His own country, he suggests, has been more responsible, which is why it will be more secure. Ilves says that when Estonia gained independence from the Soviet Union, it made NATO membership a priority, and it is that membership which took 15 years of hard work to achieve, which has given the country security in the present day. That's where Ukraine went wrong. Barshitsky says, "I get the impression that's Ilves, was also trying to say that Ukraine is now paying for its previous mistakes, its slowness to reform and make the effort required to join Western institutions. It did not work hard enough before, so now it has to fight." So we have a somewhat unsympathetic view there from the Estonian president, but one which offers a useful comparison between Estonia and Ukraine, and perhaps helps us to understand how Ukraine has come to find itself in the difficult position it now occupies. A position which, as The Guardian has shown, is pushing Ukrainian men and women to take up arms to fight for their country. That's all we have time for today. Join us again tomorrow for another press review. In Kiev, this is Ukraine Today.